Hey everybody, I just finished my workout. There's like this weird line that's shining through my, I think it's just the light reflection. Hi everybody. So it is Monday, October 1st. Happy October. Happy Lift 4 round 2 for those of you doing round 2. Now I know that I have a bunch of people in here in our community group that are planning to do Lift 4 for the first time. And so along with you guys, I am going to be doing B4 Lift 4 this week in preparation for a week 1, day 1 starting next Monday on October 8th. So if you are jumping into week 1, day 1, or just week 1, maybe you're on day 2 already, I don't know, because you are just so excited, you can't help it, or you're doing round 2, great job, congratulations. I'm so sorry that the camera is shaking. I just finished my workout and my arms are a little tired, even though it was chest and back. We had a push-up burnout round. So here's what I love about B4 Lift 4. So whether you've done it before, whether you are just jumping into it and you just had access for our Beachbody On Demand subscribers, if you've just got access today, B4 Lift 4 does a couple different things. One, it gives you a good and brief introduction to some of the workouts that you're going to be preparing for in the next week, right? And there's 4 of them, and you can kind of pick out across the next 7 days what 4 days you're going to be doing it. So I'm doing day 1 today and day 2 on Wednesday, then day 3, then day 4. So I'm taking my rest day tomorrow, and then I'm taking my rest days on the weekend. And I highly recommend, if you are doing B4 Lift 4, to at least give yourself a rest day the day before you start week 1, right? So Sunday, if you're starting Lift 4 week 1, day 1 on Monday next week, take Sunday off. But all the other days, hi Meg, good to see you. All the other days, be sure that you are deciding what day you want to do them. So the benefit right there is that brief introduction. They're 20-ish minute workouts. They give you a good idea of what the different training styles are, the circuit versus the 50-50 versus the HIIT. It gives you a good idea of some of the exercises that you'll see down the pike. And if you've printed out your tracker, this is a good opportunity for you to kind of test your starting weights for some of these exercises. So for example, today, I did chest and back. So the four exercises, the 4 exercises we did for chest and back today, I now have a good sense of where I want to start in terms of weight selection when I jump in to those same exercises on week 1, day 1, or week 1, depending on where it falls during that week. So I'm going to do the same thing throughout the course of the B4 Lift 4. So if you've never done Lift 4 before, I want to encourage you to start there. And that gives you some time not only to look over the materials, watch the form videos, the before you lift, or no. What is the name of that video? Oh, I can look because I still have my Beachbody On Demand queued up. This is the fun part about having Apple TV. Sorry for my messy house in the background. So let me go to the menu. Maybe this will be helpful if you guys see it, but I don't know, if you're not on Apple TV, it might not look the same. Let me see if I can switch. I don't know if you can even see my TV. It's a little bright, but I'm going to go to Lift 4, right? Okay. And then here, so the introduction to Lift 4, you want to watch that. Let me get a little closer. The intro to Lift 4, watch that. The intro to the nutrition, how to lift 4. That's what I was thinking of. Now there's a sample workout here that you could totally try. It's a 30-minute, and it's gonna be, I think, probably a 50-50. I don't even remember. But what I want to kind of give you some attention to is when you go to more, this is where you're gonna see all of the schedule, right? So I want you to watch Ready for Liftoff, and B4 Lift 4 is where you'll find those 4 introductory exercises that you can do before week 1, and then you can just jump in to week 1 next week. Okay, so if I select B4 Lift 4, which is where I was this morning when I did my workout, you'll see all of the 4 exercises or 4 workouts here, and I just did chest and back, so you can see it's 20 minutes. Okay, sorry, I gotta readjust my hand position. There we go. So like I said, if you've never done it before, or if you've taken a break and you're not really sure if you want to start with the same weight selection that you finished with in the first round of LIIFT4, using B4 LIIFT4 as a gauge of the appropriate weight selection that you want to start with helps you do two things: better prepare and allow you to kind of set some goals for yourself. And in the better prepare category, I'm determining right now that, like, based on the weights that I own, if I'm going to need to invest in some additional weights. So that's a big possibility just based on the weights that I lifted today. And I only did 4 exercises with weights today because it's a shorter workout. But it was really good to see kind of how much of that progress that I maintained even in the 5 weeks that I had off between my first round and the start of my second round. But also it gives me a good gauge as to where I might want to focus on a little more progress. And that may mean getting some additional weights kind of either in between weights or some even heavier weights that I don't yet possess. But I want to just jump on, let you know or how everything's going and what my day 1 experience was. And again, it's B4 LIIFT4 day 1. So my day 1 for the actual LIIFT4 program, where we just go full on, will begin a week from today. So happy October. I hope this is really helpful for you. If you are starting round 1 B4 LIIFT4 today, comment below, tell me how excited you are. And if you have any questions about anything that I've shared, feel free to ask questions. I'll be able to pop in later on throughout the day and just kind of help answer your questions. If you're in the My Challenge Tracker app as well, I'll post this video there if I can. Otherwise, I'll post a link to it. And if you're in round 2 or round 1, but you're doing week 1, day 1 this week, today, feel free to post that as well so we can encourage you through your day 1 of the program. So thank you guys so much for being committed to this. Speaking of commitment, if you haven't yet filled out your commitment form, go on up to the file section, download the PDF, fill it out, and take a picture. Sweet picture for accountability. Share it with your coach. We're here for you, but it's helpful for us to know how we can best encourage you. And filling out that commitment form not only is a declaration to yourself, but to your support team that you are ready to rock this thing. Happy Rocktober. I'll see you guys really soon.